Today is Friday, the 21st day of March, 2025, about 2:17, 2:18 in the afternoon. And I'm not going to tell you what trail we're going to do. I'm going to let you figure that out on your own. But this is the start of the trail. And look at these trees right here. They almost look rusty on them. Look at that one there. But here, I'll show you this one up close. Look at this. Isn't that a crazy color? That's exactly what it looks like when I'm seeing on this camera here. Some kind of fungi or algae, or I don't know what that is on these trees. But anyway, see, the trail is just a grass mowed trail here. You see some of the trees. There's some more of that rusty tree right there. So that's definitely something on these trees. All these down here's got it on. Those over there's got it on. It's weird. Yeah, as long as it works, I guess that's all that matters, right? This here's supposed to be a moderate trail. There's only 3 trails total in this park. This one's 0.6 of a mile. There's another easy one that's called the Dragonfly, I think. It's a 0.5 mile. And then the Onion Trail, it's also an easy trail, but it's the longest in the park. It is 4.4 miles long. I guess I could tell you what park we're at. I haven't done that, have I? Lake Arrowhead, just a little bit outside of Wichita Falls. There's a little butterfly. And we got to climb these stone steps, so maybe this is why they call this a moderate trail. I don't know. But that's what they do classify this one as. And you see right up here, if I hadn't told you, then this sign right here absolutely will tell you where we're at. Lake Arrowhead there, as you can see. So this is a double-sided bench, I think. Yeah, it is. Yeah, see, that says, ooh, wow, hold there. See that sign says State Park, Texas Parks and Wildlife Department. So it's a double bench, got a little roof on it there. And this don't show you no lake, but it can't because the lake is that way that you can't see it from here. Anyhow, just since this is where they started this, let's show this here. I know it says something about being up on a ridge, and that's obviously where we're at. This is the ridge. You can see a little bit downhill over there. And where I just showed you on the left, that's downhill over there. So, it's grass and gravel. Got all these trees. And those down there, the bigger ones, they've got that rust looking. I don't know. What do you think that is? What would you call that? Like an algae or?
Moss.
A moss? Yeah. That's a possibility, but you see that one's got that on it, and this one here has got it thick. So anyway, we're going to do this trail, and we're going to add part of Onion. You know, that's the long one, the 4.4 mile total one. We're going to add the north part of that onto this one, and make that one video. And then on another day, I don't know if it's tomorrow or well, it either has to be tomorrow or Sunday, because we're leaving here Monday.
Or Saturday.
Oh, that's right. Well, it has to be tomorrow or Sunday. How's that? So, I think I said that. But anyway, whatever. So yeah, we're just staying here 4 days. And then we'll be going from here. But anyhow, whatever I find interesting on the trail, I'll bring it to you. Okay, just barely come some steps. But look at this tree here. This ain't the main thing I want to show you. But look how that thing is covered with that rusty, brownish, whatever type of color that is. But see, we just come around and you got this little curve. And we haven't been up very long. And we go down. So I just wanted to share the downhill with you. It is pretty steep. Gotta say, I'm holding myself back here. So you come up those stairs, you walk just a little piece on the flat part of the ridge. You come down, so that's got to be the up and the down is why they call this a moderate trail. But honestly, it's nothing to excite yourself about. Here, show you these again, all rusty. And see, so we're back to what just looks like basically a big wide mowed path here with the grass growing on either side here. So if I see something else on this one, I'll show that to you, or we get to Onion Creek, I think is what it's called, then I'll show you that when we start it. All right, we're just walking along, you know, and you see there's a ton of these trees with this, I don't know, moss or whatever it is on it. But we saw that, look, this branch here is cut, and look at that. First of all, it kind of looks like a heart shape, but second, I think more importantly, look how dark that is. I don't know if that's natural or if it's weathered that way, but is that some clue, a hint right there as to why this happens on this tree? I don't know. Something to think about. All right, as we're walking along, just seen those 4 pipes standing over there. Wasn't sure what they are, still not sure what they actually are, but there they are standing out of the ground, just out here in the middle of nothing. The trail goes back to my left, and that's the trail we came down, so they stand out a little bit, but let's keep looking. All right, so here you can see we made it down to the opposite end of this Mesquite Ridge Trail, 0.06 miles, or 0.6 miles, I should say, 0.6. You see we got more of these rusty trails. It just comes out here to a grass path, and it turns this way. That's the way we're going to be going. I just want to show you right down there. That's the south end. This is the north end. So we'll be covering this, coming back to this point, and taking that Mesquite Ridge Trail back to where we came from. But you can see, it looks the same as all the rest of it, all honesty so far. More of the rusty trees and just old dead wood there. So we're going to keep going here and do this trail, and as I see stuff on this onion trail, then I'll show that to you. All right, so you can see this sign right here. We just came off this little extension. This is the Onion Creek Trail, heading north here. And right here, this sign, you see Lake Arrowhead. And this shows you the trail. This here's the Mesquite Ridge Trail that we just did. And then we've come up this way, and you see we're right here. So you see this road here, that's a road out of the park. Then we're going to be doing all that red up there and back down. So, see that's East Arrowhead Drive, and that is right there. And we go through a big old tunnel looking thing. So let's go do that. See, they got this open, but so they close this off from time to time apparently. That's mowed down through there. But you can see that we go under the road, as that sign said, and look, great big tunnel, sandy, and listen to that echo. Okay, that's pretty weird. Probably hear our footsteps in this sand here. It's pretty deep sand. There's the opening right there. There, it looks better. All right, here we go. We're back in the open. So here, I'm going to go right here and I'm going to turn around. So there's a mowed area there. And right there, right there again is the tunnel. You're looking all the way back through it. So we'll be coming back through that again. That's not the way we're going. We're going straight here. And we'll keep going, do these couple of loops and see what we can find. All right, we've come just this little bit off the trail. And I hope this is picking up my voice because the wind is getting crazy. That's trail. We came from that way and we're heading that way. But we stepped right over here because we saw this. Look at that. Gigantic holding pond, retention pond maybe. Got a great big bridge going all the way down through there, and some sort of a dike or a spillway or a dam or something there. Very muddy water, so there's been a lot of dirt come off these hills and these rocks, I'm sure, to get that, but this is where we're at. So kind of interesting. Hopefully you like this part. Let's keep going and see what else we can find. We have come to the end of loop 1 as far as the first half of it anyway, I should say. And you can see that goes that way. What we're going to be doing is heading this way to the right. If you remember when I showed you on the map, this comes up to another smaller loop. We'll do that. We'll come right back. And when we come back, we will be heading that way to finish this loop, and then we'll go back underneath that tunnel, and then we'll start getting done. But hey, I just noticed, look at those rocks in there. Ain't that pretty cool? But you can see, I mean, the trail looks the same. Nothing here really else to show you. So again, if I do run into anything of interest, I'll bring it to you. All right, so we haven't come too far on this second loop, and look, way down there, that's that bridge that I showed you with the first water. I had no clue this water goes this far. Look at this. It comes all the way down here. See, it all still looks muddy. Here, I'll get that down. Yeah, you can see the whole thing right there. And then on up and up through there. Looks like it goes up towards the left, maybe. Or I mean, the right, actually. Maybe a little bit to the left, too. You see the little trees in the water and things like that. So, I had no idea there's this much water here. But there is, so I want to bring that to you. Right down there's the path. We're off of it, so we're going to be heading down it. Okay, so as my wife's holding the camcorder down there, the GoPro, I'm walking through the tunnel here because we finished off the 2 loops. We will soon be back to the other trail where we started at. And so honestly, I'm going through the tunnel now. And if if I don't see anything amazing or great or different, I don't believe I will, of course, but if I do, I'll add it. But if not, this is going to be the end of the video, so I'm going to close her out. And hopefully, you enjoyed it, what little bit I got to show you on it. And I'll see you on the next video. Take care of yourself.